Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite Zionist prince is back here in Iran. I'm Tal the Traveling Clat. Steven Crowder is somebody who I haven't uttered his name yet since I started doing this whole Israel advocacy stuff. And to be honest with you, he wasn't on my radar for a while. The thing is with Steven Crowder, he's been roped up in a bunch of controversy in the last couple of years. I kind of stopped following him. I used to follow him pretty religiously. I actually liked his content for a couple of years, but then I kind of stopped. And I don't know what we're going into. I've just sent this video, I was told I got to watch it. He starts with, she lied to you. She said you were going to die for Israel. She said Trump was owned by Netanyahu. She told American soldiers to desert and get dishonorable discharge. She lied to you. I'm assuming this is about Candace Owens. Let's see, because I've always taken the Crowder camp to be a little bit more anti-Israel. I know the Hodge twins, who are always on this show, have become super anti-Israel, so I'm curious to see what happens here.
Said over and over again that President Trump would send you to die for Israel, for the Jews. I'm reading her actual ex-posts. Get ready, white American men. It's time for you to go die for Israel again. If you don't want to die for Israel, then you are an anti-Semite. Sign up to die in Iran for Netanyahu today, or just admit you hate Jews. Here's another one. They tried to redefine anti-Semitism, criminalize criticism of Israel on college campuses. Not true. Most crucially, seed the idea that the declaration of Christ as our king amounted to hatred against Jews. Also not accurate. All of this was done in preparation for the Greater Israel agenda, regarding which they attempted to emotionally manipulate Americans to accept. The conspiracy theorists were right again. It was always about a planned war with Iran and a doomed heretical belief that mass slaughter of women and children is messianic. Let me read that again. It was always about a planned war. Where's the planned war?
It's all part of the plan.
Yeah. This wasn't presented as an opinion. This was presented to you as fact. And I had many people go, this is clearly a planned war for Israel. That's clearly what Donald Trump is doing. He's trying to get us in. Is that what you're seeing? If it's not what you're seeing, this was dishonest. Here's another one. Our foreign policy is dictated by Israel. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. That seems like it's dictated by Israel.
That's part of the plan.
Yeah.
Deception.
Trump will continue to do as he is told by Netanyahu. Don't drop the bombs. Okay, we won't. That sounds to me like one person's in charge. And here's the thing. That's a good thing. Shouldn't we be happy about this, guys? Shouldn't we be happy that Donald Trump at a certain point had enough and said jump, and they said how high? Both sides. Trump will continue to do as he is told by Netanyahu. If you want to know what America will do, spare yourself the fake White House press briefings and start listening to Bibi. We are a colony of Israel. Your politicians are bought and paid for. Taking separate components, there are politicians bought and paid for by AIPAC, by the way. I can't stand AIPAC for the same reason that I hate Act Blue. They support Hakeem Jeffries. But combining that and saying that we are a colony of Israel, and spare yourself the fake White House press briefings. Also implications that everything here, everyone who disagrees, was fake. If it seems like I'm being harsh, it's because you were told that the people telling you the truth were fake, and the algorithm amplifies it, and it made your life worse, and it embarrassed you. You get it? By the way, the worst part is you don't even get to celebrate the win. No war. Good, done. No nukes in Iran. Great. America is a colony of Israel. Spare yourself all the other fake information and know that you're going to go die for Israel, which ultimately led to an entire coalition demanding the impeachment of the man you voted for. Candace Owens legitimately told service members that they should seek a dishonorable discharge, which, by the way, wouldn't be a dishonorable discharge. If you look at the way she described it, it would be desertion over a war that wasn't happening.
LG19 writes, serious question, will there be jobs or community military members can join when I get a dishonorable discharge for not contributing to delete people or my body for the interests of a certain foreign nation benefit? I love this question. I do believe that if war in Iran is on the agenda, and that appears so, get dishonorably discharged. Who cares? Who cares? Why should you go die in a foreign land? You now have the benefit of 2020. You can see, think about those men and those women who died because they were pitched that they were serving their country because there were weapons of mass destruction, right? They were serving their country because the Taliban, they were serving their country, whatever, and these people gave up their lives. And ask yourselves for what?
Yeah, desert for a war that's not even happening. And here's the thing. Yeah, I get it. X isn't real life. But it turns into real life if people believe it. And some soldiers, I guarantee you, believed it. Some soldiers still fell for it. Some are still falling for it. Like Private who is still AWOL and doesn't know the war is over, anti-Semitic Jim. This guy got the short end. He doesn't, hates Jews. Look,
In an attic.
people make mistakes. If it was all a mistake, just say it. Serve your audience. Serve the country, Candace.
You know, it's he's pretty spot on. I don't need you to be a Zionist. I don't need you to be pro-Israel. I find it even a little awkward sometimes when people, especially people who aren't Jewish or don't have any connection to Israel, are kind of like all gung-ho about Israel and just like blindly in love with the country. I find it a little off. So I like a healthy dose of criticism. The way that he said, like criticizing AIPAC. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing to be able to criticize elements of Israel. But what Candace, I don't know if it is. I really don't know if it is autism or she's retarded or what is wrong with the woman. It's probably a mix of the two, plus being paid large sums of money, her and Tucker Carlson, to just spout absolute bullshit. I mean, did you notice the propaganda machine at work? The days that Israel attacked Iran and the days after, did you notice this propaganda machine? It was so fascinating. They were all tweeting the same thing. They were all tweeting the same exact thing. They were all doing the same buzzwords, and they were following in the path of people like Jackson Hinkle, which is an enemy to the United States of America at this point. I don't know if you want to be involved with him. But I guess it doesn't really matter because we're going to move on to the next story now. And that, as quick as it came is as quick as it left. It's a very, very interesting world we live in a very interesting America. An America that is, in my opinion, has been infiltrated by some very dark forces. And, well, Steven Crowder summed it up pretty well. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, Clads.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.